All right. Well, we must have a party going on this weekend. Everybody's at today. We're going to continue our 8 limbs practice. And let's see. So we've gone through the yamas, the niyamas, and we spent a lot of time on the niyamas in particular, spending each of the classes. So that must mean we are on the asana. So the asana is kind of the thing that you think about when you think about yoga. Asana is like the postures, the movements, the poses. And, well, it's pounding rain out there. I don't know if you can hear it, pretty epic. So the Yoga Sutras, where we learned about the 8 limbs, details hundreds of yoga postures in great detail and talks about all of them. No, it doesn't actually. So it only talks about postures once, maybe twice. And it doesn't tell you about any of them except for a seated posture. So all it says is Asanam, Sthira Sukha Asanam. So the posture should be steady and comfortable. So Sthira is like steady, strong, stable. Sukha means comfortable, easeful, enjoyable. So it's actually very simple but very profound advice, because often when we're looking at yoga postures, it doesn't look like it's very steady or very comfortable. People kind of see it more as like contortionism or gymnastics, and it looks very painful and difficult. So we want to really come back to that original meaning. And in the Yoga Sutras, they talk about asana, most scholars believe, as a seated meditation posture. And the asana is designed to allow your body to be comfortable sitting for a long period of time so that you can go into the next stages, which we're going to explore later in the 8 limbs, getting into meditation, mindfulness, absorption, and that's where the enlightenment happens, when we kind of go into those very deep levels of meditation. So the ability to sit and to be still actually requires a lot of strength, and it requires flexibility. It requires you to be comfortable in your body. And so all of the physical movements are kind of a way to prepare you for a deeper meditation. So throughout class today, we're going to come back to a seated position a few different times after our movements, and hopefully you'll see and feel a progress and a deeper stability and a deeper ease. And that may help support like a container for a deeper absorption into your meditation. So we want to start off in a comfortable seat, and you want to sit up on. If you're on the floor, you want to have a cushion or something to sit on, so that your back is elevated. And if you're on a couch or a chair, just sit up and your spine is upright, and relax. And you can circle around your waist. Nice smooth rotations here. I clearly remember the first time when I first started doing yoga. I was 18. I just realized I'm 36 now, so I've been doing yoga half my life, 18 years, and I was a soccer player, and so I was very tight, and I was running for miles and miles, and kicking and jumping, and it's very intense physically. So my body was so tight. Go ahead and reverse and go back the other way. And I clearly remember I learned about meditation, and I sat down cross-legged, and I put my hands on my knees in a little padasana, and tried to sit there. And after about 2 minutes, I had such excruciating pain in my knees that I just couldn't do it anymore. It was a meditation on the nature of suffering, if anything. And it took many years before I could actually sit comfortably. And so it can happen, but it may not happen immediately. Let's move back and forth now into a spinal pump. So you curl your spine, tuck your chin, arch your back, shrug your shoulders back and forth. So today we're going to explore what are the components necessary to build a steady and comfortable seated position so that we can go into those deeper stages of meditation. It's kind of like having a proper vehicle to go somewhere. You know, if you're going to go, you know, really high up in the mountains, off-road, a bicycle might not get you there, right? If you're going to go up to outer space, a car is not going to get you there. So the vehicle is your body, and so you can kind of prepare the vehicle to take a deeper trip, a further trip, build the resources needed, build the capacity. All right, settle in from the center of your spine, and now we're going to go left to right. So your hips shift, and your ribs move one side, and your neck moves the other. So you make like a letter C with your spine, left to right, curving your lateral spine. So if you want to go deep in the ocean, you need a strong submarine with strong walls. All right, so your body vehicle can be prepared for a deeper voyage. Good. So even just a short warm-up, getting your spine to move, your neck to release, can help prepare you for a longer seated meditation. Settle into the center. Let your head balance at the top of your spine. Your palms can be up or down, your shoulders back. And breathe into your low abdomen a few times. Feel the sensations of your body, your breath. See if you can make your body still and quiet enough that you can sense your heart beating. It's not just your body that may distract you from your meditation. Your mind also will want to wander around looking at more interesting things. Your brain has a frequency. The normal waking state is a beta wave, active and alert. As your brainwaves lower into the alpha wave, you become very calm and relaxed. Your mind becomes very comfortable. It's like waking up on a Sunday morning. Nothing urging you forward, just enjoying the moment. Deeper still, the delta, the theta waves, just like deeper sound waves can penetrate further, deeper brain waves can penetrate further into your mind. So throughout class today, we'll take your brain waves into these deeper states. And just like turning the dial on a radio, depending on the frequency that you tune to, you will have access to different thoughts, different information, different broadcasts. Sthira Sukha Asanam, postures of stability and ease. And setting your own intention, what does stability and ease feel like for you? How can you find that balance today? Take a deep breath in, exhaling out. So already after sitting for a few minutes, you might notice where your body is starting to get tired or achy, or your body's getting distracted or fidgety. So for me, I always would feel like my lower back muscles would get tired, and then when that happens, the body would start rounding and hunching, or the neck would get tight. So notice where your own body, maybe it's your knees or your hips. And over the course of the class, we're going to reinforce these common areas of weakness or stiffness or distraction, and reinforce them and build a stronger vehicle for you to go deeper onto this voyage inward. All right, if you're ready, you can make your way up to standing, and we're going to move through our warm-ups. So grab your bow staff and start draping across the shoulders. And we'll do our eagle warm-up, twisting gently from side to side. Looks like the music switched on me here. All right, we're good. Stability and ease. What a wonderful team. Lifting your back heel as you rotate, opening your back and spine. Very nice. And then swimming forward, rotating. You can still shift your weight lightly from side to side as you rotate, breathe. Feel the hips, the back, the sides warming up. And now reverse. So, a lot of people will, yeah. Oh, you're not hearing it? Oh, thank you for letting me know. I didn't press the button, that's why. I was enjoying all this music to myself. How was that? All right, thanks, Linda. Yeah, always let me know if there's something that seems off. I can sometimes fix it, sometimes I can't, but it's nice when I can. Swimming backwards as you breathe. Good, nice and smooth. And now take your hands and roll up and down, massaging the edges of your neck. Now, some people might say, well, I have no intention of sitting in a meditative posture until I'm enlightened. Or that's not why I'm doing yoga. And that's fine. And the asana, the positions, the movements, the practice of building stability and ease within yourself doesn't just apply toward spiritual development or self-awareness. You may notice also it affects just about everything we do. So go ahead and roll down your shoulders. So an easy example of the influence your body has on your mind state and your mood and attitude. If you've ever tried to work on a project when you had to go to the bathroom, not easy to focus, right? Your body is saying, I need something. I have an unmet need here. And then you can't focus. You're unable to do anything until you take care of that body need. So now take your right hand up, left hand back. Palm down. And I think we can all relate if you are in pain, if you're having physical pain, you're probably going to feel more irritable, less patient, less forgiving, less compassionate, right? So the process of building stability and ease into our body structure, it really does help our everyday mindset, emotional state, relationships. So getting to the point of stability and ease, when that's the default, that's the natural feeling of our body, that's really an incredible thing, maybe even better than enlightenment. Everyday enlightenment. Press down on the top of the shoulder and tilt your head away from the side and breathe. And you can gently roll the shoulder, so kind of tilting and rolling the staff along the upper trap. Okay. And then slide your hand to the top, let it drape across comfortably. Your back hand goes forward. Open the underarm here. Comfortable breath. Feel that energy flowing up the fingers, the arms. And then exhale, release, release the back hand. And now switch sides, left hand forward, right hand back. And massage the other side. And slide your front hand in forward, close to your body as you massage. Good. Stability and ease. What a great team. It's kind of like that combination of strength and flexibility. That's another way of saying it. Now press down and tilt your head away from that shoulder. You can roll it lightly as well. Good. And then slide the top hand to the front. Let it drape across the top of the staff. Back hand goes forward. And open the underarm. You can even do a little side bend as well and feel the edge. Hip and ribs open. And relax your arm. Come back down. And then take your staff up and over your shoulder. Shrug it out. And now your feet wide, your hands wide. And then rotate around your body. So in Sanskrit, sukha, su is good, ka is place, literally, sukha, the ease. And dukkha, bad place, is suffering. So the word in Sanskrit is, for suffering is dukkha, pain and suffering. So sthira and sukha, sukha is the opposite of suffering. It's you're enjoying. So sometimes you might be in a class or doing something and you feel the dukkha, the suffering come out. That's really a red flag. Sometimes we equate, no pain, no gain. There's a lot of old tapes running that might make that enticing. Let's reverse. Sukha. That's really what we want to cultivate here. Gliding around, warming your shoulder joints, opening your chest, giving space for your lungs to breathe fully. Very nice. Come back to the center. And now release one hand and flip the staff around like a hiking stick, like a walking stick here. And then take it behind your back. And let's move to your waist. So your feet wide, toes out, slide your hands into your sacrum. Your head stays in the middle, and then you go back, side, forward, and side, and circle around, warming your hips. Rotating around. Nice and smooth. And now reverse directions. If you have a personal meditation practice, I really recommend doing it right after class. It's really the best time. It's like if you go to dinner and then you leave before the dessert, The Shavasana is good too, but after we finish a class, if you just sit and do your own meditation, even for 5 minutes, you may be amazed at the difference in quality from when you just sit there and do it some other time. When your body is really warm and active and open, your mind is kind of absorbed into your body, meditation can be a lot more profound and more impactful. All right, come to center now. Take your hands wide, your palms forward, and then roll left, right, and go up your back. Roll the staff up your back to the shoulder blades or so. Make sure your shoulders and your chest are comfortable. You can flap your elbows a little bit. Make sure your pecs and the front, the anterior deltoid is comfortable, front of your shoulder. Ground your feet, and now just a very gentle lift of your heart. A little back bend as you breathe. Feel that energy spreading across the heart, the chest. Maybe even a little smile. Sthira Sukha Asanam. Stability and ease. Strength and flexibility. Power and grace. Slowly exhale, release your arms, go wide, and then slide down. Let the palms rest effortlessly behind the staff. And now just breathe into that space after the asana. Just like you can feel your mind absorbing deeper right after an intense pose, you can experience that absorption in little micro doses, little miniature experiences. Now take your staff in front of you and your feet wide, your toes out, and shift your hips left and right. So to give you a little preview, we're on the third limb, asana. Next week, fourth limb, pranayama. Fifth is pratyahara, which is the absorption, is turning your senses inward. And so if you want to get a little head start, as you go through the class, your mind and your senses, which are pointed outwards, will keep distracting you and pulling you. Look at that and hear this, and this is very normal. So gradually inviting your senses back in. Bend to one side, hold. You can lean the staff to the shoulder, the other hand on the straight leg, fold forward as you slide down. And one of the easiest ways to bring your senses inward is to intensify the sensations of your body. So the different asana, bring your mind right into the body through sensation. So absorb into that sensation as you breathe. And bend the knee and rise up, shift to the other side, lean the staff to the shoulder, fold forward, slide down, opening the other hips, inner thighs. And bend your knees and rise up. And walk your legs in, shake your legs out. Nice. All right, let's continue through a couple more of our classic poses. Warrior one, lunging, right leg forward, left leg back, and gliding. Just a very light touch on the staff here. Lunges are a really wonderful asana. Virabhadrasana, the warrior one. Even today we're discovering new things about it. They're finding out that some of the nerves, the vagus nerve in particular, that internervates your diaphragm with your psoas. So your deep psoas, your deep hip flexor, actually connects to your diaphragm and your breathing. So as you open this up, it may help open your breathing a little deeper. Now take your free hand high, or maybe both hands up high, feeling that inner connection. Finding your stability and enjoying it with ease. Exhale, lower your arms, plant your staff, and take that free hand now, rotate, turning and twisting. You may need to shorten your stance a little to rotate. Keep the front knee right where it is. Feel the breath gently pressing on the insides of your ribs, your diaphragm down and up. Exhale, come back to center, switch your hands now. You can move the staff around to a more stabilizing position if you like. Turn and rotate, revolve, Virabhadrasana. And back to center. Shorten your stance slightly. Pyramid pose, square off facing the staff, folding forward, hips move back. The staff perhaps helping provide both stability and ease. Stabilizing you with a wider base, and ease unloading some of the pressure from the hamstrings and the lower back. An extension of your body. Bend your front knee and rise up. Beautiful. Let's switch. Other leg forward. And gliding front to back. Stability and ease kind of balance each other. They kind of temper each other, right? Too much stability, we become stiff. Too much ease, we become lackadaisical or unstable. So they're kind of the yin and yang. They kind of balance each other. Each one, if you're going to have both, then you need each one in proper proportion, right? And now rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior 1, your other hand is optional. Find the breath at the peak, your fingertips. When you're ready, exhale to lower down, plant the staff, and now revolve. And rotate, turning your body. Very light touch on the staff, maybe just your fingertips. Exhale, reverse the other side. I like to move the staff a little more to the outside for this, so I can open the chest a little more. Revolve Warrior 2. Exhale, back to center, squaring off to pyramid. Facing forward, your hips move back, your arms move forward, and extending. Elongating your spine. When you're ready, bend the front knee and rise back up. Give your body a shake. Nice. All right, now here's another kind of a tricky position which has a lot of steps to it. We're going to go into triangle pose. And if you're new to doing this with a staff, I'll walk you through it step by step. The longer the staff, the better. If you have a 6-footer, you could switch that up for a longer one. And when you're ready, you're going to take a wide stance and put the staff in your right hand. So I'll mirror you here. Turn your left toes in, about 45. Turn your right toes out, 90. So you're facing perpendicular. And the staff can plant just in front of your toes there. Open both arms. And the first step is just to lean in toward the staff. It can tilt and you're going to lengthen this whole underside here. Your chest stays open and you also feel inside the legs open. Firm your thighs to line everything up. And now this gets you really half of the benefit. And for the other half, sweep the hand down, touch the staff, reconnect, and then slide down the staff here. And now pressing down, you can rotate and open the other side now. Find your stability and your ease. Each one completes the other. If you're not feeling the ease, you may need more stability. If you're not feeling stable, you add some ease. Take a comfortable breath. Now the bottom hand will slide up and press down with your arms to rise and return. Feel that length along the edge here, standing a little taller perhaps. And now switch, turn the right toe in, the left toe out. Plant the staff in line, open both arms, and lean toward the staff, opening inner thigh and underarm. Now sweep the arm under, find the top of your staff, slide the bottom hand down, and rotate underneath the arm, opening hip, side body, internal organs. Borrowing a Qigong principle, the lower half in particular is steady, the upper half more ease. Feel the strength in your legs, allowing for the ease in your upper body. You can turn your head down and climb back up the staff, pressing down as you rise and return. All right, walk your feet in and shake your arms and legs out. All right, hopefully that's feeling good. And here's kind of a new one. You could put the base of the staff kind of near your feet or even between your feet. And then you just lean forward and you rock and swivel from side to side with both hands at the top. And feel how it glides across your whole back from the hip to the shoulder. You can even have one hand slightly above the other to articulate that side a little more. And then you can switch. Of course, if you're doing it one way, try and make sure to do the other. Nice and smooth, no forcing, no sudden movements. Nice, and bend your knees and back up. Doesn't that feel nice? And shrug your shoulders. It's fun to still discover new stuff after all this time, right? All right, let's get down to your feet. Feet together, pump your ankles and your toes. Building in that stability right down to the bottoms of your feet. Upper body relaxed. We're almost done with our standing sequence and we're going to move to the floor, getting closer into those seated positions. And some more things that will help you sit comfortably. Okay, and one more hip opener, and I want to throw in a little balance challenge for you. We'll do our hip circles. So the staff to one side, the same side leg will rotate all the way around. And feel free to challenge your balance by lifting up your staff, hovering. And then the same leg reverse, go back. Gathering that warmth and power in your lower body. And shake your leg out, release. Switch to the other side now. Rotate, circling through. Lightening your touch on the staff. Rotate. Wobble is good. And reverse, go the other way. This is something you can do every day. And shake your legs out, release. Okay, so let's take a short 30-second water break, and then we'll come back to the floor. All right, so let's get down to the ground now, and take your meditation cushion with you, or just pillow or something you can sit on. Also a folded blanket if your cat is currently using one. Hopefully you have a backup. The cats know who's in charge around here. All right, now let's do a couple of floor movements. So you can lay on your back, and also keep your staff nearby. We're gonna still use that for some of our floor stuff. If you're comfortable, tuck in your knees and rock your spine up and down. And if up and down doesn't feel great, you can go side to side as always. Great way to release some of that vertical pressure on your back after standing. All right, and then lay down, open your arms, open your hips and back by twisting left to right. Rocking and releasing. And then roll over all the way to your hands and knees. Moving to our tabletop, and then cat and cow. Cat's here to show you how it's done. Whenever I move to the floor, she thinks it's time for petting. Yeah, I'm busy right now. Tuck and curl. All right. Now, a really great way to build core strength and some of the stability needed for long periods of sitting is the bird dog. This really will help create power around the whole midsection, connecting your upper and lower body. So take your right leg back and forth, and you can modify, adjust as needed. And if you want to add the left hand, the thumb goes up and you're going to glide in and out. Your right leg, your left hand, extend and bend. Go ahead and hold for about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax, release, return. And you might feel a little lopsided. You can shift your hips side to side or do little circles, little barrel rolls with your back. And now we'll do the other side. So now the left leg goes out, and if that feels steady and stable, you can slowly take the right arm up. Extend and bend. Kind of keep your hips really stable if you've got that glass of water sitting there. Go ahead and hold now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and return. Come back. Once again, rocking, shifting, curving, bending, and stretching out your hips. If you're comfortable with a child's pose, that can be a really nice recovery after that. Bring your knees apart, feet together, hips back, arms forward, and slide your chest down. If you prefer doing this on a chair, you can sit on one chair and put your hands on the seat of another chair. And you can do a seated version of child's pose. Okay, when you're ready, glide back up. Once again, cat and cow. Building stability and ease through the core, the midsection. And now we're going to do a kneeling plank. So you're going to glide forward. You keep your knees down, your hands up, and you try to make a straight line from knee to shoulders. You're not sagging your hips. And you can feel the core stabilizing. Should be a nice, like a low setting on the oven. Just a low burn. Instead of letting your shoulder blades poke out and your chest collapse, you kind of broaden your back. And now bend your elbows into your ribs and lower slowly down. Slowly, slowly, a little chaturanga. And now low cobra. Slide your hands back, your chest forward, and arching. Opening the heart. If you want to go up a little higher, you can do an up dog, resting down with your hands as your shoulders stay back. And then lower your chest down. Wonderful. Bend your hands and knees up to tabletop. All right. and now roll over once again to your back. And you can rock your spine. And now we're going to build the core a little bit. So grab your staff and put it under your knees. You can even take it on a couple of rolls if you like. The palms up. And then you're going to balance up on your point between the sit bones and the sacrum. So balancing up here. And start with your shins horizontal to the floor. Your hands can come close to your knees and pull in with your staff to draw your chest and belly forward. And hold this low boat. And just find your stability and perhaps that sense of ease. Feel the breath warming your belly. Neck is relaxed. Good. And you can come down. Very nice. Now lay back. We're going to kind of work a couple of these back and forth a few times. Now, take your feet wide, hold the staff, and see if you can put it on your feet and raise up into happy baby. If it's a little too much to ask with the staff on your feet, you can just hold your feet with your hands. But if you can get it up there and then find your stability and ease, it's quite a remarkable feeling. And then rock from left to right. Releasing any tension in your lower back, hips. Reinforcing, opening the areas needed for a comfortable seated practice. Massaging your kidneys, adrenal glands. All right, when you're ready, release your hands, your feet. Okay, and if you like, you can once again rock your spine up and down with the staff under your knees. Use your legs to pump, get a little momentum going. Even as we return to this rocking motion over and over, after each position, after each asana, it might feel different. Okay, and now one more. Balance up on your sacrum. We're going to progress now to a full boat pose. So your palms are facing up. If your hands are too wide, your staff will just bend. Bring your hands in close. And now straighten your legs as you pull your chest forward. Now, if that causes too much pressure on your back, then just bend your knees again and draw forward with your arms. Working toward the knees, elongating, straightening, your head elongates, setting full sail, stretching your vessel to its potential. And when you're ready, bend your knees and just come forward. Now, you're going to want to sit up on something. So get your big, firm, tall cushion and sit up on it. If you don't have a cushion, a folded blanket is good too. The higher the better, really. And you'll feel the difference in the angle of your pelvis. When you're sitting flat, it's really hard not to, Paula, that's a little too big actually. Yeah, not a yoga ball, but yeah, something, I guess bigger is not always the better. You want to be able to to sit without having to maintain balance. So the pelvic tilt is really the secret here. So take your staff in front of you, bring your feet in close into a butterfly, or a Guadagni, cobbler's pose. All right, and then your staff will come in and you can wedge it into your cushion, and then you walk your hands forward. Okay, so from the side view you can see you're elongating your lower back and your spine. And just play around, find the right angle. Maybe placing the staff between your feet is a little bit better. There should be a little wiggle room. Your knees can flap like butterfly wings comfortably. Feel how the lower back is releasing pressure. You're decompressing the spine. Play around. There's really dozens of little angles you can experiment with, little side to side movements, your neck articulation, your pelvic tilt. There's all kinds of little details you can enjoy exploring. It's like listening to a symphony. You can listen to the violin and then you can switch your attention and listen to the cello, and then you can listen to the timpani. Your attention can move around your body in the same way, focusing on one area at a time. All right, go ahead and release, come back to seated. You can set the staff down next to you. And now bend your knees and put your feet forward, and your hands go behind you. The fingers face forward. Still sitting up on your cushion, and then you arch your back, squeeze your shoulder blades, and let your head lengthen and come back. And hopefully it should feel like a delightful back bend, chest opener, and a counter pose, that forward fold. Okay, and when you're done, find a seated position that's comfortable. So maybe cross-legged, sitting up on your cushion. You can create that little anterior tilt of your pelvis, which gives you the natural curve in your lower back. And we're gonna just sit here for 3 minutes and just enjoy your asana. Your mind can move around, but try to keep it within the borders of your body. And now circling your waist. Notice what you felt during that 3 minutes in your body, your mind. Was it different from the first seated meditation at the beginning of class? Did it feel one way at the beginning and start to feel different by the end? We'll come back to that once more at the end of class. We'll continue with a Marichi's pose, a seated twist. So for this one, you want to get the longest staff that you have and put it behind you. And make sure you're sitting up on a cushion or folded blanket. Stretch your feet forward to Dandasana, the staff pose. Flex your feet up. And the hands behind you will hold the staff, both palms face forward. And take your tip, turn it to the right, go around your hip, and place it between your 2 feet. So just the very tip, doesn't have to go very far. And then bend the left knee and wrap your arm and open the chest. So this extended palm is facing out, externally rotated. Sit up as tall as you can on the inhale and turn toward that extended arm on your exhale. Elongate your spine. Feel the breath move through your entire body. Stability and ease. Sthira Sukha Asanam. When you're ready to release, rewind the way you came in, unwind your arm, stretch out your leg, release your foot, and then come back to the starting point. If you need to stretch or wiggle or bend a little in between, feel free. And now to do the other side, same thing from Dandasana, staff pose, your palms face forward, swivel your staff around your waist. The left side, place it between your feet and make sure this is down on your hip so it doesn't cut into your belly. That can be uncomfortable. Bend the right knee, wrap your left arm around and pull your leg close as you lengthen and turn and twist. Find your breath. On your exhale, rewind, turn your head, your hands, straighten your leg, release your foot. Place the staff behind you, and that same counter pose we did for butterfly you could use here. Hands behind you, bend your knees, and then just arch your back and lean. Kind of a seated back bend. Feel the length in your lower back. Release when you're ready. Okay, nice. Okay, circling your waist. A little Sufi grind. We're building in particular this structure around your waist. The power of the core, the strength in your lower back, your hips, the flexibility of your hips, the ability to tilt your pelvis. All of this will add up to a structurally sound position. Go ahead and release, reverse, go the other way. And you'll find that you can sit for a longer period of time more comfortably. Hopefully you're feeling good. For the cross-legged position, you could do just cross-legged. If you prefer stretching out your legs, or butterfly, or half lotus, whatever works to find stability and ease. And now we're going to do 5 minutes of sitting. So find a position that you feel like you could hold for 5 minutes. Maybe you need to sit in a chair that's better for your back. As we strengthen this area, it also can get tired, so respect your body if you need to adjust. I'll keep track of time. So find your asana, Sthira Sukha, for 5 minutes. When your mind wanders, bring it back to your body by way of your breath. Your breath, a vehicle of consciousness. Enter your breath like entering a vehicle and move around your body within it. Imagine there's a bright light in the center of your brain. Your consciousness illuminating, radiating, penetrating all matter, shooting off in infinite directions from your center. Imagine this consciousness never slows down, never stops. Continues into the galaxy, into outer space. Feel the incredible vast space surrounding our planet. Comfortable breath in. Feel the skin, your fingers. Feel the weight of your body on your seat. That vast consciousness into your vehicle, into your breath and body. And you can rotate your waist in circles. And going both directions. Keeping your brain waves in that lowered state, a deeper vibration. You can transition now into your Shavasana. Stretching out, you can use any props. If you feel chilly, cover yourself with a blanket. Find a position that you can rest in for a few more minutes. If you need to do any final asana to make your body more comfortable as you transition, feel free. If you'd like to stay a little longer in your Shavasana, feel free. If you're ready to transition back, you can stir your fingers, your toes. And stretch your arms, your legs. And bend your knees and rock side to side. Transitioning back into a comfortable seat. And let's take one last minute to sit in their easy pose. You can join your hands together in front of your heart. I hope you're able to cultivate stability and ease today. And may that serve you and carry you through the rest of your weekend. Namaste.